Greetings, fellow conquerors, and welcome back to Byzantium here in EU4, where we've just taken some land in Italy. Yes, we were starting to recover Latium, as I believed it would have been called, although Latium would likely have been the area directly around Rome, and this would be a different name, obviously, but anyway. We're currently doing quite well, I would say. I know this is a recurring theme. Our force limit is now up to 85. We've got 829 total development. It's almost the year 1600. And more importantly, we're about to declare war on Spain in a couple of years once France's and Austria's truce expires with them. Now, one thing I didn't realize that we had is that we have this decision. Triumph for the Asia Minor coast. Now that the Asia Minor coast is secure, the capital is safe from eastward threats. The army deserves to march in triumph through the streets, and our generals must be commended. So this is for having all of Hudavandigar, and for all of the Aden area as well. So this is Hudavandigar, and then Aden is right here. So it's for owning all of this stuff. And for doing this, we get 10 prestige and 25 army tradition. Which will bring us up to 95 army tradition, which means we currently have a bonus 23% land morale. That's more than what France gets for their national ideas, just from army tradition alone. We've currently got a land morale of 6.5, which is rather terrifying, naturally. Now, our opponent, Spain, our soon-to-be opponent, has 15% morale of army's base and has defensive ideas, which means he's had a 30% base. Versus our something like, well, we've only got the 15 from defensive ideas, so that certainly makes things interesting. You know, it's funny, I sit here and I try to create interesting commentary, and some people have complained that I talk too much, and I find that rather funny, but I mean, that's the whole reason, like, I'm here, right? Like, obviously, if you just wanted to play EU4, like, you would go play EU4, you wouldn't watch somebody play EU4. Let's see. So we have an important decision to make here. We could pick up offensive ideas. Oh, we need to core this province. I don't know why we couldn't. I guess we can core it now thanks to 1.19. Oh yeah, that's right. We're totally forgot. We're on the 1.19 patch now. And with it comes a whole bunch of new changes. I will be making a video about that to kind of go over some of the patch highlights, rather than just reading off the patch list, since everyone was like, oh, I thought you were going to discuss the changes, not actually just read them off and then talk about them. Sorry, I don't mean to... I have that voice, and I don't know why I always make it sound like that's the average YouTube commenter. Let's see, we can build a... yeah, okay. Let's see, we have military access through a lot of countries that we can probably cancel until such time that we're going to go to war. Let's see. Military access. I think the Papal State was the only one we had to worry about, but you never know. Now, one thing I think we can do is we're going to land our army in Italy ahead of time. We'll ask for military access shortly before the war from the Papal State, and then we'll go down and storm the Sicilian region, as it were. Right. Our fleet. See, this is our trade fleet. Wait, hold on. I think we were protecting in Crimea. Yeah. Alright, where's our war fleet? We're gonna go spy on the Spanish. Oh, right, they're transporting people. They can't be moved. Derp. Derp, derp. Okay, can we get the ships on? Come on, boys. There we go. Landed the troops. Take a nominal amount of attrition, 130 troops. No problem, no big deal. Now, interestingly, the Spanish don't even have an army on the coast of, in Sicily, so that could be interesting. Now, Spain's allies are Bosnia, oh god, not Savoy and Portugal. Now, that means we are going to be able to get through Savoy, which is pretty nice. Let's see. I want to find the Spanish army. I want to... Let's see. We are unfortunately taking some naval attrition out here. But I want to see if I can find the Spanish army. There's a 23k stack down here. I just wanted to see, how many there is. I could just look in the ledger, but this seems This seems more fun. Let's see. Yeah, some of our Gallius is taking some attrition. Let's see. Alright, we've converted more people. We'll get back to that in just a second. Austria would help us attack. France's truce doesn't expire for a while, but he would likely accept once his truce with Spain is up. And that will be up in... I mean, I guess it'd be... I guess it wouldn't. No, France has a truce with Spain until 1601, it looks like. So I guess he just fought them in something else. Alright, Hungary is a bit war exhausted at the moment. I would go for this war if Spain were, you know... Well, first of all, he's really weak. He's got 11 admin and 11 diplo tech at the moment. His military tech is only 14 as well. I still want to get the Hungarians in, though. Just get that little bit of extra oomph against the Austrians. Or not the Austrians, against the Spanish. The Austrians, of course, being our faithful allies at this point in time. I don't know why we were waiting for 1595. I thought the truce ended sooner, but maybe things got recalculated when the new patch rolled in. I mean, I'm thankful that the save even works at all, you know, and maybe horrible things are happening in the background that I'm not seeing. Oh, hey, nice. This is new. So, in all of these provinces, it's actually showing how much religious unity is assigned to each of these provinces, which is quite nice. Because that can help you kind of prioritize which ones you would like to fix up first. Oh yeah, we did lose a general, so I am going to roll one considering we have 95 tradition. We've got a 2-5. I would roll another one, but I'm going to be patient, save my points, because I would really like to get the next military tech. Because this is where artillery is really going to start kicking ass. Alright, got some rebels. Going to lose 6,000 manpower out of it. That's a shame. We'll take spy network construction in this case, honestly. Let's fabricate some more claims. Fabricate on Lucania. And then after that, it's going to be like 35 to fabricate. Okay. Still profiting, even though most of our money is being spent otherwise. Our theologian has died. This is really unfortunate, although we could just hire another one, apparently, so maybe not so bad. And we need to keep him around, because we've got some really unruly provinces out there in our country. Alright, Spain has picked up Tech 15. That's unfortunate. Hungary is suddenly 531 ducats in debt. That is a problem. My oh my. So, Austria's Protestant. He's still the Emperor. He's not currently in any wars. What's his force limit like? See, is this just sorted by size now? I guess so. I'd rather do it by country name, if you please. Alright, Austria has a force limit of 49 with 46,000 troops at the moment. Spain, I believe, has much more than that. Spain currently only has 30,000 with 20,000 manpower. It's got 0 mercenaries and 68 force limit. So, I mean, we've got the majority troops here. Now, if I just want to check here, I just want to see something. So, Spain is currently 2,640 ducats in debt. That's a lot, as you might imagine. Now, what we could do instead, and this would be a much safer war, is attack the Austrians or attack. God, I just want to take over Austria. Okay, I'll say it. I'll come out and say it. It's fine. It's my secret plan. I've been saving it for episodes now. Anyway, so apparently we've lost our claim on the Papal State. I didn't realize that had happened. So obviously we're gonna need to refabricate because I didn't realize our claims had dried up already. That seems suspicious. Anyway, I think this war with the Papal State, if we can call on the Austrians, is going to be a much safer war. Obviously, Bohemia is going to be kind of a threat, but apart from them, I don't really see any big problems out of this. Now, people have been saying, oh, you should annex some of your vassals, and you know what? Considering that Wallachia is allied with, now Russia, that isn't a completely ridiculous claim to make. So, we are gonna, let's see. Yeah, we are gonna improve relations with, oh, Modena. I thought this flag looks suspiciously like England's at a distance, and so I thought we were fabricating a claim on, England, and I was very confused and concerned. I guess we have a new Caesar because we're launching an invasion into Britannia. At any rate, let's improve relations with Theodora. We'll start annexing them because I'm quite fond of Serbia as a vassal. They've got really good military ideas as a nation. You know, cavalry combat, manpower recovery speed. Let's see, cavalry cost is okay. They get a really good one near the end of their national ideas, if I recall. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pick up Admin Tech 15. Actually, I didn't realize we already reached it. If nothing else, a sign that we need to start expanding, right? Let's see, military access from Memmingen, sure. Looks like Austria. Okay, he's moving troops around. I thought maybe he'd gotten into a war. Not the case, as we can see. Kind of a stale episode, if I'm being honest. I apologize. I love to start wars and do things, but we're just kind of looking around, like, you know, looking at the watch. It's like, okay, is this claim going to fabricate? Like, looks like Wallachia has reached Tech 15. Fair enough. People have been asking, you know, oh, are you going to reform Rome? Are you going to reform Rome? I'm like, I would love to, except I don't think I'm good enough of a player, if I'm being honest. To actually do that, or at least I'm not the kind of player who plays in the way that it would be required to reform Rome, because, like, you have to take over, like, all of Spain, like, all of Egypt, all of France, and parts of Britannia. Like, it just seems a little excessive to me that, like, you would have to take over that much. Like, I don't know. We might not. It all depends. The game feels awfully slow despite being at speed 4, so I'm going to kick it up a notch just a little bit. We're going to pick up military tech 16, which means our cannons are now, like, ridiculously good, especially since we get a new type of artillery. Alright, our truce with literally everyone has expired. Dear God. Help! Please, somebody help. Okay, we're good. Sorry. Whew. Almost lost my cool for a second there. Alright, we'll, convert Dalmatia. Just waiting for this claim to fabricate. I think one of the changes in this patch is that claim fabrication times got reduced. Because it's taken an average of 20 months to fabricate a claim on the old Papal state here. Alright. Fabricate on Romagna. Seems as fitting a province as any to attempt to reconquer. Alright, and now is a good time to start the war, I think. We have our claim, we have our CB, Austria is willing to join us, Hungary is dying of debt, and he's apparently got military access through the Papal State for whatever reason. But we're in a good position. We'll be fighting against Holland, who's a one-province minor, Portugal, who is Portugal. He might be rich because of his colonies, we don't know. It is still a little early for his colonies to have completely spiraled out of control, at least. Alsace, who cares? And Bohemia, who is probably going to be the bigger threat of all of the targets here. But we're going to take over Rome as quickly as possible, and then we'll go help fight against the Bohemians. Although maybe we can just do this with one army down here. Let's fight this war. Considering our tradition is 87, I am going to roll one more general just in case we get a really good one. We get a 1-4, so obviously not better than anything we have. Even at this much tradition, we're still just kind of rolling like crap generals for the most part. Alright, we'll take the 50 diplo power with inflation. Now, as I understand it, the way the new fort system works, we'll get the fleet out, is you can move through the entire area of a province now without any problems. I think is how it works. Though they may have reverted that change. I'm not 100%. Because this army could move through, but not the other ones apparently. At any rate, we're at war now. And look, there's a Bohemian stack. We'll see if Venice here gives some military access or not. Doesn't look like he wants to give us military access, but he might give it to our enemies, which is kind of what we're counting on, and yeah, he has. So we're going to go ahead and go attack these Bohemians. Show them what for. We are a tech ahead, so I expect this to be a victory. He's got a 5-1 general, we've got a 2-3, which doesn't really bode all that well in terms of that. But he might be taking a river crossing, so let's see what happens here. We are slightly outnumbered. Shouldn't be a problem. Alright, for starters, we are 1.5 morale higher than them, so that's a good start. We're a little bit outflanked, just by 1, and we currently have about equal artillery. However, our artillery is going to do almost twice as much damage in the fire phase. Really bloody battle overall, but okay, I thought that was a stack wipe. We lost about 10,000, yeah, about 9,000 troops, and killed many more Bohemians, so that's quite nice. I'm proud of our troops. Alright, we'll back off. Let's see. We could gain more Patriarch authority, which would lower unrest in our, Orthodox provinces, increase our missionary strength. Or we could get 200 ducats. We don't really need the money, so let's go with Patriarch authority. I love that Patriarch authority is actually a good thing now in this game. It just makes so much of a difference. Alright, the Bohemians have returned despite not fully recovering their morale. It looks like they are running away. Nope, 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 nope. No, no. Bohemia, come back. Are they forced marching to run away? Because that's kind of hilarious if so. Come back. I just want hugs. Where are they going? Are they going to siege my capital? I wonder. I think the Bohemians got some new unit sprites. Alright, we've won the siege of Romagna. This is good. Let's go siege down Rome itself. I expect the Papal army to be in that province. Yeah, I think they're forced marching around. That's fine. If they want to waste their military points on that, perfectly okay with that by me. We're going to take some attrition walking around. It's okay. Wallachia has civil war. Sucks to suck, I guess. We'll see what the Bohemian army does. It's been kind of finicky. And it looks like the Austrians are smashing Alsace. Poor bastards. We got 14k of Crimean separatists once again. Alright, we're going to siege down Roma. Oh, that we could take it back in this war without getting a coalition. Some other time. Let's see. If we look at our aggressive expansion map mode at the moment, we've actually got pretty low amount with most people. We've been pretty tame as far as expansion goes. And if it's just someone like Venice, I don't really care. So we'll see. We'll see how much we can do in this. I mean, honestly, it would be kind of a stretch to get all the way to Rome in one swing without a claim. Considering it's a 40, I think since it has 43 development, I think taking Rome by itself would be a coalition of its own right. It's like the Bohemians have enough artillery that they're just automatically causing a. They're already at 35% for their siege, which is quite nasty. I'm gonna train like 60 more artillery regiments just to really capitalize on our fire advantage, as it were. And now, thankfully, the Bohemians here are going to take a river crossing. I think maybe not, but we do still have the morale advantage. Alright, looks like we are going to win the battle just off sheer morale, thankfully. A lot of casualties on our part, though. A lot of casualties. I think we actually lost more in that battle than we killed. So, a little unfortunate there. Part of the rolls, partly his 5 fire, you know, kicking our ass a little bit. What ideas does he have? He has defensive and he has quantity. Interesting. Anyway, though, reaching kind of the 20-minute mark here. Didn't mean for the episode to go this long, but hey, you know, more for the viewer, am I right? At any rate, that's going to be the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed it, my fellow Romans, and I'll see you on the next one.